So, let's say, make a sentence with sapere.
Sapere. So parlare italiano.
Nice, nice. Now, tell me another sentence, this time with capire. Capire. Okay?
Capire.
Mhm.
Capisco come posso vivere.
Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. Still needs a little thing, but well. Now, one more thing. Just, yeah, tell me about conoscere.
Conosce la vita. Conosci che parlare italiano.
I'm the person to joke with. Seriously. Now.
What's this say?
Ciao amici e benvenuti al Facile come Italiano. Hello everybody, welcome to Easy as Italian. I'm Reza, as you know, and today I've brought you 3 Italian verbs to talk about and discuss about their meanings and their differences. They are sapere, conoscere, and capire. Okay? Now, why these? Because I was seeing kinda a lot of common mistakes among the Italian learners about these 3 verbs and their meanings and the differences of them and the meaning in the sentence. So I said maybe it would be a great start for a comeback using these verbs. Now I'm gonna explain them to you, explain about the differences, their meanings, their usage and stuff as always, but there are 2 arguments on the field. The first one is that you may not know anything about the things I'm gonna say. So by the end of the video, you're learning new things. In that case, you need to subscribe the channel and put the like on the video. That's a must. Now the second argument is that you know the things I'm gonna say, and so by the end of the video, nothing new would come to your side and it was only for the purpose of reviewing, and in that case, you don't need to subscribe, but you need to put the like yet on the video. So I repeat again, the first argument, you know nothing, you are learning new things, so you need to subscribe and put the like. It's a must. And second argument, you know the things, you are not learning new things and you're only reviewing. In that case, you don't need to subscribe. That's just a good thing to do. But you need to put the like. As for the subscribe, that you don't need to do it and it's not a must. It's just a good thing to do. If you like to help someone, just put the subscribe button down there. Now let's start by using the verb sapere. Well, let me tell you just some quick translations and then start the harder parts. Alright? So sapere literally means to know. Okay? Easy. We have conoscere. It again means to know. They are different. Don't doubt that. And then we have capire. Capire means to understand. Seems different, but really, believe me, it has some confusions for itself too. So, starting with sapere, to know, I need to tell you the most important tip about this verb. This verb is only used for objects. You cannot ever use it for people. You can't say, so, Pietro. Okay, I know Pietro. I know Peter. Okay, so Pietro è totalmente. No, it's completely wrong. Okay, because you cannot ever use sapere for people. It doesn't mean like in English that you say, I know this guy, I know that guy. No. Sapere only for objects. You can instead say, so, questo libro, I know this book. That by the meaning of the word means that you know about the details and the informations that are in this book. Okay? Or you can say, so, che dice questo libro? I know what this book says. So, che dice questo libro? And again, on the other hand, you cannot ask someone like, sai il ragazzo vicino del panificio? Do you know the boy near the bakery? That's totally wrong. I said sapere cannot be used for people. Okay? Now, sapere aside, we have conoscere. Conoscere, this time, is used for people. Okay? That's not the only tip. Wait for it. It's used for people. For example, that sentence of sai il ragazzo vicino del panificio, you can just replace sapere with conoscere and say conosci il ragazzo del panificio. Conosci il ragazzo vicino del panificio. Do you know the guy? Do you know the boy near the bakery? This time it's correct. Conosci. Or this time I can say conosco Pietro. I know Pietro. Okay? That's the thing about it. Conoscere for people, sapere for objects. But I told you to wait. Conoscere can also be used for objects, but in a different term than sapere. Look, sapere is detailed, okay? It cares about every little thing about something. I don't know, when I say so questo libro, it means every little thing. I know the color, I know every word inside it, I know the title, the writer, everything, okay? But when I'm using conoscere for an object, it's just a general idea about it. For example, I say conosco questo libro. I know this book. It means that conosco questo libro, that I know the title. For example, I have read the title somewhere. My friends have told me about it. Okay? It's not important if I've read it or not. Okay? These are just the details that conoscere doesn't pay any attention to. So, if you need attention, go to sapere. Sapere is used for objects. He cares a lot about everything, every little detail and stuff. So if you are an obsessed person with the things, sapere is a good partner for you. But conoscere, on the other hand, is a guy who is not so careful. He's kind of careless. He only cares about the general things, the general ideas, alright? The general perspectives of the things, okay? So, if you are not a very obsessed person, if you are careless, then this time conoscere is pretty good for you as a partner for objects. Now, let's go beyond conoscere. We have capire. Capire. It means to understand, right? Now, what is the hard thing about it? It's just a normal verb. Yeah, it is. But it has a little differences with the other Italian verbs when you're using it in different times. Well, let me say that when I'm understanding something, I can use capire. I've read this book. I know about it. I can say capisco il libro. Yes, not all the times. This thing only matters when I'm reading it just now and I'm understanding it just now. In this case, I can say capisco il libro. Or, I don't know, you're telling me about this book, you're telling me the story in a quick version, okay? Spoiling me the book. And I'm understanding it, so I say capisco il libro. But when you have read this book 1 year, 2 years, I don't know, 10 years ago, in that case, you have understood it before, so you cannot use capire in the present tense. I mean, you can actually, but it's not totally correct. Okay? So, capire happens instantly. You understood this book years ago, so you cannot say capisco. You should use the past form. Ho capito il libro, ho capito il libro. I understood this book. Okay? I don't know. Ho capito queste frasi tanti anni fa. I understood these phrases many years ago. Okay? I cannot use the present tense now. That's only for the time that I'm learning and understanding it right now. That would be capisco. But now that I've read it before, there's no capisco here. Alright? Now, for capire, you can also use it for people. Like, I don't know, you're talking with your friends, he's telling you about his new problems in life, and you say, Ti capisco. I understand you. I get you. Okay? You want to comfort him. You want to console him. Ti capisco. Very common, very useful. Nice? Now, capire was just that. It doesn't have many tips. Conoscere, I told you. It's the general idea, alright? And then we had sapere that was very detailed and careful about the little things in little stuff. Now, I have one more little tip to tell you about sapere. I think I've told you actually in the video about the modal verbs, but I'm not sure about that, so I'm going to repeat it one more time in a very short form. So, sapere means to know. You can use it for objects, you can use it for theories, for abilities you have to say, I know something. For example, I know how to speak Italian. I know how to read this book. I know how to cook. As it is that. But now, when you're using sapere in Italian language, it has some little changes comparing to the English form of these sentences. How? Well, in English sentences, you say, I know, and then you put how. So you know how to do something, right? But in Italian, you don't need to put the word come or how. I mean, you can do it. You can say, so, come cucinare. I know how to cook. But it is not necessary. Actually, it is more common not to put come, because when you're using sapere as a modal verb, in that case, sapere changed its meaning, and instead of to know, it means to know how. Okay? So cucinare, I know how to cook. So parlare italiano, I know how to talk Italian. So come leggere, or better to say, not the come as I said. So leggere questo libro. I know how to read this book. Okay? So no come included. No how included. That's the tip. Now, it was everything about those three verbs. Now, you learned a new thing, or you were just reviewing. This is a problem. Well, subscribe, like. If you don't do that, I will tell YouTube to find you and give me your addresses, and I'll come for you. And I'm serious about that. Not now. So, see you in a couple of days. I wish I can have more free time so I can put videos in a more regular basis than before, and put videos on shorter periods. Well, see you in a couple of days. Have fun, my friends, and bye-bye. Ciao.